Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. So on this video I want to share with you about my journey to destiny. I just want people to understand that it is not an easy journey. When you find out what you were born to do, um, that's where all hell breaks loose, literally. And I just want to share my own experience, so that you don't think that you're going crazy or anything like that. That everything is working as it's supposed to. Okay, so let's get into it. So it's the year 2015. Happily married at this time, and I'm living in my dream house. I have my dream car. Everything looks great. And then it was the beginning of 2015, I think in Jan. So I decided to go on this 25-day fast, and what we were doing at the time was to find out what you were born to do, like what is your purpose in life, like why are you here. It was all great. So we're praying for 25 days. We are, doing the whole fasting thing. And then in the middle, I found out through prayer that I'm supposed to leave the IT. I'm supposed to be in the fashion industry, and never ever thought of this in my whole entire life. So anyway, I'm finished the fast, and now I'm like, okay, this is it. If God says I must be in the fashion industry, so I gotta leave IT. So I share the great news with my significant other, and we are both excited because this is what we've been praying for. Like both of us were praying for. We wanted to know what we were on earth to do, and we wanted to wake up every day excited to go and do that. And when I found out mine, I shared it, and it looked like I was supported, and I was happy about that. Long story short, I went back to school. After working in the IT industry for 10 years, I had to be a full-time student, but I was okay because, I've got a backup. I'm taken care of, and everything is gonna be okay. So now the next step is to get myself to school. Then I enrolled in one of the best private universities in Cape Town to study fashion. Back to square zero, baby. Woo! I'm scared as hell. I'm not used to not earning money. I am used to my monthly salary. I'm used to going to work. I know exactly what I'm doing at work. I know exactly, I've been in the IT industry for 10 years, so I'm good. Anyway, but then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose when I was towards the end of my first year, I think. I'm excited, like I got the best results, I'm doing this, and I'm good at this fashion thing, and I'm about to go to my second year, and the man comes back, because he used to travel. Then he tells me, listen, I don't think this is gonna work. You're not the kind of wife that I want in my life. So I think this is not gonna work. We're just two different people. We want different things in life, and I'm not about to have a wife that doesn't work. I know whatever I said before, but this is the situation right now. And for me, I'm thinking, I thought I had support. I thought this guy loved me. We spoke about this. We spoke about the fact that I'm going to school. I'm not going to be able to work for 3 years. Is he okay? Can he cover that? And he told me, like, he travels, so he's okay. Like, he can take care of me and the child. Like, he's okay. And I actually asked him twice or thrice, I think, because I wanted to make sure, because I was never one of those women that are waiting for a man to hand things to her. I was never brought up like that. Like, my mother was a hardworking woman, and you know how it goes. Like, so I was taught to work hard for myself, and Even if your partner supports you, but at least you should be able to take care of yourself. And now I was not gonna be able to, but I'm working towards something. But anyway, I never I didn't fight it at all. I told him, like, if this is what you want, then it's fine. I'm not going to contest the divorce. I'm not going to fight you in any way, shape, or form. You can actually take whatever you want. And yeah. So, what happens in my country, in South Africa, when you're going through a divorce, you stay together in the same house until the divorce is through. So now, this is obviously not going to be easy for both of us. And there's a child involved as well. So I'm still going to school, is going to work, and the child is going to school. Now things get complicated at home. They get tense, very tense. I am now ridiculed. I am now abused mentally, physically. I am now told how much I will never amount to anything. I'm now told how crazy I am for wanting or even thinking about following some dream, some purpose, and some destiny. Like, I'm so crazy. Some women are busy climbing the corporate ladder, and here I am hearing things from God, and how dare I do this. I kept quiet, but that was the time for me, to be honest, where I saw who I was really married to. Because, well, not the first time. The signs are always there for all of these things, but we ignore them. Like, you think, no man, it's probably angry because things are still going okay. But there's nothing I was not told. Nothing on this earth that I was not. I was everything bad, as you can imagine. I was everything bad in this world. Like, when I think about it, I think he was trying to, by all means, like, to crush my spirit. Because he could see that this woman, as much as I have the power to take everything from her and to make sure that she lives with nothing. One thing that I can't get through is her spirit, because she's got a strong spirit, because he knows the kind of things that I've been through even before I met him. So he knows that I'm a strong woman. He knows that I've been through hell before, even before this relationship. But you know what? No matter how strong you are, when it comes to a divorce, when it comes to someone who promised to love you till death, all of that just vanishes. All of that, you will be brokenhearted. You'll be disappointed. You will hurt like everybody else. But in all of that, I knew that I had to keep going on. I had to keep moving, because I had a child to raise. I had a destiny to fulfill, so I had to find the strength within me somehow, and I had to dig down within and find it regardless. I mean, we stayed in the same house, I think, for 2 to 3 years before the divorce was actually granted. So during this whole time, I also faced domestic abuse, where I was beaten, I was strangled, and I was told I was gonna die. And I'm stuck now because I don't have any salary. I don't have anywhere to go. My family is in the Eastern Cape. I'm stuck in Cape Town. At the same time, I'm losing my car. I think I was left with 1 year in my car with my repayments. I chose to let it go, because it was either I pay for my fees or I keep the car. And I chose to let that go. I let a lot of things go. I don't regret any of it right now. I just want people to also understand that people who abuse women, they don't actually look like abusers. They are the nice guy that stays next door. They are the sweet guy in church, at work. They are that guy that has a picture of his wife and his child at their desk at work. Guys, it's not even you can't see them from the outside. And for me, I had also discovered that I was married to a narcissist, and that is the worst kind of human that you can ever be with, whether in a relationship or in a friendship. Narcissists are the worst. I'll tell you a bit about that in another video, like how I was able to deal with them, because they are other creatures from another planet, to be honest with you. Like, you don't deal with them the same way that you deal with people, and they don't relate to humans like everybody else. They are from another planet completely. Okay, so I don't want this video to be very long. I think if I'm not done with what I want to, with the story right now, I don't think I'll ever be done. But like, if I don't think that I've given you enough information, then I'll do a part 2. Okay, so now while there was the day where I was strangled. I think it was a Sunday morning, and then I had marks here on my neck. Now I want to go to church. I can't go to church because these marks are like, anyone can see them, and I don't want to be telling people what is happening. One thing I never wanted with my divorce is to be going around telling people stories. I wanted to finish with the divorce and just live my life, because I was never someone who goes around telling people about my life anyway. Like, I was you could say I was a mystery, and I wanted to keep it that way. Like, relationships should not be things that you discuss with people. I mean, you can do that with friends, provided they are good friends as well. Like, you don't want to be hanging your laundry out there. So this one time, I managed to free myself, and then I went to these people that I thought that were family to us, and I told them what had happened, and they took me to hospital. But I was encouraged not to open a case. They told me that they will talk to the ex-husband about this, and they're gonna fix this. You know how it goes. Now that I'm out, I can see that in most black families, they always do that thing of, let's have a meeting, we'll talk about this, and we'll try to resolve this as a family. And a lot of bad things, a lot of bad things happen in our families, like, that would destroy the person they are done to, because of these meetings that we want to have, because of these discussions that we want to have, because things like domestic abuse, rape, they don't need discussions. A person who does any of those things needs to be in jail. But so I listened to them because I respected them. I thought they knew better. I mean, they've been married for probably 10 years, so I thought they know what they are talking about. So I stayed in their house for 3 days, and then I went back to my what used to be my house with them, and they did whatever they were doing, but I don't think it worked. In fact, it didn't work. I know it didn't work. After that, things got worse. I even opened a case with the police, went to court back and forth. Man, the justice system of our country, there's nothing there. You won't get any help there at all. I was in and out of court, I don't know how many times. The man was never arrested, not even once. Anyway, 3 years later, the divorce is finally granted. I have now hit rock bottom. I don't have no car, I don't have no house. He took everything he ever bought me. He took the ring that I used to wear on my finger, earrings, anything that he has ever bought for me, he took it. And I was okay with it, because as much as it hurt at the time when it was happening, but I was like, perhaps this is how things are supposed to be. Because I had lived in a fake marriage. I thought it was real, but clearly it wasn't. So perhaps it's supposed to leave with whatever I came with, so that I can start over. I have no idea what start over means. I have no idea where I'm going to start. I have no idea where I'm going to get the support that I need. I have no idea about anything. But one thing I'm sure about is I'm going to finish this diploma. I'm going to become everything that God wants me to be on this earth. I'm going to take care of my daughter as much as I can. Whether I've lost things or I haven't, I need to be. I think one thing I was fighting for, my mind was not focused on fighting for material things. I was fighting for my mind. I was fighting for my mental health, because I knew that if my mind was okay, if my mental health was stable, child, I'm gonna be all right. I don't know how I knew that, but like something told me, girl, don't be fighting for nothing. Let him take everything that he wants to take, but keep your sanity, because I think it is when you lose your sanity that you just lose it yourself. That you lose yourself, because I believe like in everything that happens in life. I'll tell you more stories about other things that I've been through in my life. I think one thing that I've always done was to keep my mind, was to keep my mental state healthy, was to keep my mind at peace, was to fight to make sure that I am sane. I am sane. That's all I fight for. That's all I fight for. Sanity. Sanity. You know, I don't know whether I can say I get triggered when I see the stories on the news about women being abused and children being abused. But this is the truth about what is happening in our country today, in the whole world. We have a lot of women that are stuck in marriages. You know, they can't leave because of they are scared to lose the security. They are scared to leave the big house that they live in. They are scared to lose the car. They are scared to leave the financial security. They don't know anything else but to be put in a box by the patriarchal society. They don't know anything else really, and they don't want to rock the boat as well. They don't want to dream and live the life that they were born to live. And I think that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to speak about this, and I wanted people to see that there are some other people or other women that have been through the same thing, and they have survived. And if you're in the same situation, you can survive. You can survive. I did it. So the other thing that I want to say is there is more to life than being in an unhealthy relationship, unhappy marriage, where you are constantly being put down, where you don't feel like a human being, where you always listening to someone telling you how you should live your life. There's more to life than that. I don't think any of us were brought on earth to live like that. Dare to dream, man. Dare to dream and live a life of purpose. You are on earth for a reason. You are not on earth to marry someone and give them children and die. That's not the reason why you're here. That's not the reason why you're here. Don't rob yourself of actually living and experiencing life. Don't do that to yourself. Don't rob yourself of waking up every morning excited to do what you love. because that's what I was fighting for. You can do it. Like, you have the strength within you. Well, that's my story. um, I'll see when I review my video, I'll see if I need to do a part 2 of this. I'll also appreciate your feedback as well, or any questions that you might have. I'll be happy to answer. And if there's any specific area where you want me to focus on, maybe you want to know, like, how did you do this, or how did you survive that, or what happened with this and the other one, then I'll see how many comments I get, and then I'll focus on that specific topic. Yeah, thank you guys, bye.